In Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, the Annis Hag is described as the most physically imposing hag, standing around 8 feet tall and covered in rippling muscles capable of tearing a fully grown humanoid apart. Even those with the typical hunchback of hags are still incredibly large, and in addition to their brute strength, they sport long fingernails made of actual iron capable of cutting like a sword of the same material. Their teeth are as sharp as razors, fangs capable of cutting chunks out of flesh and armor. They're also prone to heavy body modification, known to cover themselves in deep scars, skin grafts, and fungal growths to make their already terrifying visage even more horrifying, as their main joy in life is terrorizing local communities, making them afraid to leave their homes at night. They're known to, like other hags, take on a more peaceful appearance via spells, in order to preserve their safety and secrecy, as well as to set up cruel and evil plots from within local humanoid communities. Their cruelty does not end with non-hags, however, as they're sometimes known to attack other hags of their coven, stitching them to their bodies and leaving them in a semi-comatose state but still alive, adding their sister's power to their own. The Annis Hag has an AC of 17, 90 HP, and a speed of 40 feet. They have good stats and skills that aid them in survival and manipulation, and in combat they make 1 bite and 2 claw attacks, with the bite dealing 8 to 23 damage and the claws dealing the same for a turn total of 24 to 69. Alternatively, they can use the action Crushing Hug that deals 14 to 59 damage and grapples the target. At the start of the Annis Hag's next turn, they deal a free 14 to 59 damage to a still grappled target. She can also cast either Disguise Self or Fog Cloud 3 times per day. As a DM, I would use the Annis Hag as lore suggests, a monster terrorizing a village or small settlement near a dark forest or swamp that makes it easy for them to hide. I'd likely have them hiding in plain sight during the day as a member of the village, giving the party false information to lead them away from their real lair or into dangerous areas. In actual combat, I would start them out by casting Fog Cloud around their lair, obscuring vision and making it easier for her to sneak up on the party. I would have her use Crushing Hug on a player, particularly ranged casters or healers, and deal massive damage, and then try to pull them away from the rest of the party if possible. On her next turn, I would have her do the free damage to the player if they're still grappled, and then release the grapple as a free action, allowing her to use her full action to follow up this initial damage with a multi-attack on the same target, or to spread damage to others if the player goes down. Combat should follow the pattern of a Crushing Hug on odd turns, free damage and a multi-attack on even turns, in order to maximize damage output. If the hag ever feels like she's losing the fight, I'd have her cast Fog Cloud again to try and escape into darkness, or to go further into her lair. In addition, if she's part of a coven, I would have the other sisters supplementing her and acting as healers or additional damage dealers who stay the hell out of her way. In English folklore, the creature known as Black Annis, Black Agnes, or Black Anna is a bogeyman-type figure described as a blue-faced hag or witch with claws made of iron and a love of human flesh, especially that of children. She's said to lurk in the English county of Leicestershire in a cave hidden within the Dane Hills, marked by a withered old oak tree at its entrance. She was said to leave this cave at night looking for children and livestock to eat, and it was said that the gnashing of her teeth and nails was a constant sound, which luckily allowed people time to bolt their windows or doors. Like many bogeymen, she was used as a way to caution children against leaving home at night, and to explain mysterious happenings like the loss of livestock. The legend in this area was so well known that cottages built at the time were made with purposefully smaller windows to prevent this hag from being able to break into the home. And while this legend is the clear inspiration for the creature, the folktale itself was likely inspired by the Celtic goddess Danu, whom the Gaels referred to as the mother of all gods and monsters, and the Irish referred to as the mother of the Tuath Danann. As a goddess figure, she's not mentioned much in the original tales, but the English over many years took pagan gods of nature and twisted them into vile creatures such as hags, so it makes sense that the proposed mother of Irish deities would be turned into a creature of pure spite and evil that lurks in caves and eats children in order to demonize the Irish. In comparing the monster to the myth, the Annis Hag is almost identical to the myth of the Black Annis, with the only difference being that instead of only a single creature, the Annis Hag is a type of hag, which means that there's a much higher chance of running afoul of one in D&D. If you enjoyed that video, please leave a like and comment below, and consider subscribing to the channel. You can also join the Patreon for $1 a month to access videos days before they're posted here, as well as other exclusive stuff like short stories, videos, and more.